This is day 7 of my daily videos. A week ago when I started doing this, I actually set out to do a few different things, but the two main ones were to make a video every day and to meet my calorie goal, which is based on my sleep score on my Oura ring. The calorie goal is kind of hard to do any faster than I already am doing because I've figured out that running is probably the most efficient way to burn calories for me, so that's going to take an hour to 2 hours depending on how well I sleep. But these videos are also taking a long time, and I think there's a lot of room for me to speed up how quickly I can make these videos. Maybe I need to watch more just videos and movies in general to see how other people capture ideas and tell stories on video. I had an idea for today's video. I should draw out the system that I'm talking about on a whiteboard, and that'll be a good way to show visually kind of the process that I'm thinking of. So let's do that after I finish this run.
In the morning just to feel okay. Had a dream I was water just flowing through space till I landed on the record that my grandma would play. Talk sweet like jazz in the park after rain. Water grass smell green and the air feels sane. Put the phone on mute, let the silence explain. I don't need much, just a book in the brain. Used to chase things that were unfamiliar.
So let's draw out what my current daily video process is, and then I'll add what I want the new video process to be. So this is the current daily video process that I do every day. I kind of have 3 steps. The first one is to film the day and film what I'm doing. So I'm just gonna call that the filming step. I think I do a little bit of thinking of like what I want the video to be about, but to be honest, I kind of just film what I'm doing that day and then edit the footage that I get into the daily videos, which I don't think is the best way to do it, but that's how I'm doing it now. So this is kind of just the first step. Next is the editing step. I also think there's some room for improvement in this step. And then lastly is the publishing step. Right now, this includes extracting like a screenshot or finding a photo to use as the thumbnail, coming up with the title for the video. I also post on Instagram, so I also write the caption for that video, and then I post it on social media. I think I could add a couple of more steps to make these steps go a lot faster, because I think for me right now the editing is taking a really long time, and part of that is because I think I have too much footage to go through for each video, and if I did a better job of just getting the right footage, then it would take a lot less time to edit. In the publishing, I always kind of last minute come up with a thumbnail and a title for the video, which is probably hurting the performance, which I don't know if I really care about that much, but I also take a long time to go and find the exact screenshot that I want for the thumbnail, for example, and if I could just actually take a photo during the filming, that would be a lot better. I actually want to add a couple of steps to the process. So this will be the new daily video process that I hope to do. For the new process, I want to create an ideation step that's actually completely separate from the daily workflow, because I think I could do this at the beginning of the week and come up with a bunch of ideas that I could kind of choose from each day. I don't want to plan exactly what I'm doing and let making these videos kind of control my life, but I could come up with a list of things based on what I know that I'm going to be doing that week. For example, if I know I'm going to be surfing, I can think of a few different ideas for videos relating to surfing, and when it comes to that day, I could see what actually happens and decide to make the video for that day based on that. I actually want to do this kind of in batches. So like I said, maybe at the beginning of the week, I can think of a bunch of ideas for the next 7 days. When I'm thinking of these ideas, I'll also want to think about the packaging of the video, so that when I do go to film, for example, I can capture whatever picture that I need to capture for the thumbnail, rather than at the very end during publishing, I just take a screenshot or kind of let YouTube decide it for me. The other step that I need to add is like a preparation step, is what I'll call it, ahead of the other steps that I've been doing. And so this I will do every day. And what is going to be included in the preparation is to think about what I'm going to say to tell a story, but also what I'm going to capture visually. So this will make sure that I know what I need to capture on my camera so that I'll be able to tell a better story, which I don't think I do a very good job of right now because I just kind of film whatever is happening and don't really think about how to move the story along. So just having this preparation step will hopefully help me do that better. Additionally, I think I will be able to capture less footage by thinking about it ahead of time, which will speed up everything downstream. I also want to be more intentional about like what like actual camera shots I'm getting and like the different like camera settings and everything. So I don't know if this is really a step in here, but just being more intentional about everything that I film and just trying to think about like the composition, the like lighting and the colors and everything. And just by getting more and more reps of like actually thinking about that stuff, hopefully I'll get better at that. I think it's like the perfect practice makes perfect, not just practice. So that's for filming. And then for the editing, this is kind of just like a really practical thing, but the thing that I've realized takes me the longest is actually just finding all of the clips, and like when I accidentally delete something, just like being better at organizing my files so that it's easier to go back and get it. So organization is the biggest thing. And I think later on, if I like want to go back and look at a clip from like 3 or 4 days ago, just being more organized will allow me to do that without spending a bunch of time trying to find everything. That'll be my new daily video process, and maybe over time this will get improved, and when I do have less free time, hopefully I'll still be able to keep doing these daily videos.